Hello, everybody. This is Raging Ronin, and today I'd like to do kind of a trailer analysis. Not really analysis, I don't like that. I hate people analyzing shit from trailers and then posting it like it's gonna be fact, even though they're like, oh, this isn't end game, in-game content. It's just a representation. But I want to talk about Full Invasion 3 and Bannerlord in this video. I want to go ahead and take that chance, get that out there. So what we know so far with Bannerlord. Um, they have said they want to release it in 2017, and they want to get a beta out for Bannerlord at the end of this year, 2016. So no real release date yet. They're still leaving it open because the game to me doesn't look done, and that's perfectly fine. I want them to take all the time in the world and finish up their game, which I don't care if it takes another year or it takes another 2 years. I don't care as long as the game is done well and good. But as you can all see, sieges have changed dramatically here. You've got a fire pot catapult, you've got a stone throwing catapult, you got scorpions, you got battering rams, and you got siege towers that you can all use. It's all usable, and you'll see that here in the video. But if you haven't seen this, I will leave the link in the description of this video, but I've left the sound out because I want no fucking copyright out of this. I am covering my own ass here, guys, and I absolutely will. But so speaking of sounds, the shouting is still the same from Warband, and it's been 6, 7 years. It's a good and a bad thing. It's a good thing because they're not focusing their budget on getting some guy to shout something fucking new. It's a bad thing because it's still the same sound. Um, it's just a minor thing, but that minor thing could make the difference. But I want the gameplay to be solid before I want some guy to shout something new in some fucking gook tongue that I don't understand. Um, there's that. But the bow sounds, the impact sounds, the unsheathing your weapon sounds, those are all new. So they haven't neglected the sounds. They just didn't update the voices. But it's honestly, it's not a big thing. But I would like to see them address that later if they can. If they can't, it's perfectly fine. I want the gameplay to be good. They focused a lot on graphics, as you can see in animation. Put a lot into the visual detail of this. Again, a good and a bad thing. Gamers nowadays, they want something new and shiny and looks perfect and da 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 da. But graphics aren't everything. If you blow your entire budget on graphics, you'll end up with shit like, I don't know, Battlefield. I'm talking about the single player for Battlefield, where it's like a giant fucking tutorial that just looks nice, and the actual story to it is, well, there is no story. Um, Hate me if you want, but you can't deny it. Nobody plays Battlefield for the story. It's not like Bad Company. Bad Company, you played it for the story, and the multiplayer was just something really fun that you could do. But the mainstream Battlefields like Battlefield 4, they literally just copied exact dialogue. They just reused the same shit, and they was like, oh well, we're fighting China now instead of Russia. But that's enough ranting about that. As you can see, sieges, you can get in multiple ways. There's no longer the one ladder. You can bash down gates, you can cut down gates, you can have ladders and put those up, you can have siege towers, you can knock down the walls. So multiple entries. But this is where Full Invasion 3 comes in. I've been discussing with Plinkin. We were speculating, and as you can see, these guys are throwing oil pots. They're throwing rocks down. It's pretty realistic. This is what would happen. People would throw stones, oil, all this shit to stop the invaders. Is this going to be a thing in Full Invasion 3? Is it still just going to be the same old shit where it's just here's your arena, fight the bots, and the walls are just kind of there as an aesthetic? Or are the bots going to get catapults and siege towers and ladders? Are players actually going to have to work together and fend these off? How would you defend this? It's this would be great. This would be fun, and it's gonna be great in single player. But how is this gonna, translate over to multiplayer and full invasion? Are we gonna get scorpions? Are we gonna get catapults and stuff to defend from? But what I want to briefly pause and look at here is if you're all watching this, you can swing your big old two-hander sword and you can hit multiple opponents and damage them, which is fucking fantastic for somebody like me when you always play with a two-hander sword and you can clearly cut through two bots that are side by side, but current gameplay doesn't allow you to do that. So that's fucking fantastic. I mean, it seems like the smallest, dumbest thing, but it's so huge to me and it's great. But as you'll see, you can still Sparta kick people off the walls, which is nice. Another thing though with the sound, just want to go back to it real quick. If you all watch this video and you see him kill people, there's no really like, you don't feel like he does it. You just kind of feel like the sword goes through him, it does the damage, and then they just kind of fall over. There's no like, there's no oomph to it. There's no impact. You don't really feel like you killed that person. You just kind of did it like that. He just swung and it just knocked him back. And you cut his head off, but all you hear in the video is like a little. That's it. And that one does bother me because it's like when I swing a big old sword, I want it to sound like I fucking swung a big old sword and I hit that motherfucker's neck and crushed it. All right, that's just me. That's my own personal opinion on that. Your opinions will differ. They usually do. I am a rare beast when it comes to my opinions. But our bots with axes gonna bust down the gates? Are we gonna have to shield wall up and defend that? Because shield walling right now in full invasion is kind of a hit or miss. It either works or most of the time it doesn't fucking work. Because the thing to do on full invasion right now, and I do this, I absolutely do it, is a whole bunch of solo players. Like, I don't think, if you guys have watched my videos, you don't see the effect, but there's been a dream team on the How Ye server, apparently, and I never get included in it, you fucks. I'm good player too. I'm usually in there in the top spot or the top 3, you dirty bastards. I want recognition too. But, it's a few people can really make the difference in a server of 30. Like, 5 people can make all the difference. It was How Ye, Lancelot, Plinkin, Admiral Sexy, and when they were alive, they clutched out so many waves. But when they died, everything kind of fell apart. And I'm just going to pause the video there, and you all see that while I still keep on blabbering and blathering. It was just... these solo players, they really do make the difference. They're like heroes in old Chinese action movies, like the generals. They can just single-handedly defeat armies, and that's how Full Invasion plays right now. Is Full Invasion 3 going to be the same thing, or is it going to be where players actually have to work together now? It's all just speculation at this point. Game's not even released. I'm not worried about it. They seem to be doing fine. They're taking their time. They're developing it, which is good. I don't want the same fucking shit pushed out every year and calling it something new, like phones, movies, TV shows, and video games. I'm sick and tired of it. I liked it when Bethesda would just take fucking like 6 years to develop something, because from Oblivion to Skyrim was fucking huge, alright? Everybody still talks about Skyrim. If you haven't even played Skyrim, you know what Skyrim is. It's, I miss games like that, where it would take 2, 3, 6 years to develop, and it was something new and fun and would hold your attention forever, because graphics aren't everything. I was playing Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess. Came out in 2006. Yeah, the graphics were bad, but they were still good. The gameplay was so fun, I didn't care that everything wasn't in HD. I didn't give a shit about it. I didn't care. Shit, people are still playing Morrowind. Morrowind came out back in 2000, fucking long time ago. Before 2006, I can tell you that much. People are still playing it because the gameplay is solid. So as long as the gameplay is solid, I don't care about the graphics. What else did I want to cover in this video? That is about it. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. That siege looked pretty badass. I'm so glad that they changed it. We actually get more than one fucking ladder. Chaos isn't a pit, it's a ladder. So guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead, look through it. There's plenty of Full Invasion 2 videos up there. There's Total War, there's Verdun, there's a whole bunch of games. So if you're new, check it out if you want. Subscribe if you like it. If you all found this video intriguing or helpful, or you just liked it, leave a thumbs up, share it with your friends. What's in store for Full Invasion 3? We have no idea, but we can only look up, right? This has been Raging Ronin. I'll see y'all next time.